Hello everyone and welcome to Timelessly Tarot. My name is Betsy and I'm going to be doing your reading for today. Today's reading will be for Aries. So let's go ahead and get started. I have your full New Year spread, not just 2020. Those will be coming up, just the 2019. I was MIA for the holidays. I was going to do readings and I was really going to catch up, and my daughter got sick right after school. My other little baby was having belly problems. So I just decided I'm going to let it go until after Christmas at least, and I'll catch up. So today, hopefully I'll catch up with all the readings. Let's go ahead and get started, Aries. So for the previous year in summary, you pulled the home card. So I think that this year you really nailed down, focused on home life, whether that was single home life or multiple home life, like multiple family home life, which could be your own family or your extended family, which would be like your siblings, your mom, your dad, other than your other family. Either that's your dog family or your human family, whatever it is. But I think that you really knuckled down and really had to nip in the bud your family life, if that makes sense. So just kind of cleaning up. I just noticed like all the moss and stuff that's like grown over it. So maybe you let some stuff slip through the cracks. Maybe there's an owl, so gaining knowledge. You could have went back to school. You could be starting a new job that puts you into some sort of schooling, which would be like some sort of training or some sort of like seminaring, having to go out to trainings like out of town and stuff. I feel that you're feeling protective over something in the home or someone in the home. Just feeling a little overprotective, maybe watching this one a little more. I also see the welcome right here. It says welcome home or welcome life. So maybe not seeing, like right here it says welcome life. So maybe things didn't pan out the way that you expected, the way that you had like written it down, the way that you had just scheduled and penciled that in, right? It just didn't go according to plan. So you really had to knuckle down, nip whatever it was down. And that may be something that you are starting with, or really getting to know. So this could be like to do with a 9-year-old. It could be to do with 9 years, 9 months, the month of September. So you could have started something in the month of September. You could have gained knowledge of something in the month of September. All right, moving on. Well, let's go ahead. I'm just going to clarify them as we go because it just like takes too long for me. So let's go the previous year in summary. Overall, I think just really focusing on the family home life, making your home feel like a home, maybe getting new decorations for the house, getting rid of old decorations for the house, just really trying to focus on making your home a home. So let's clarify. What is this? There could be some money issues. You guys might be having to tighten up the money in the home, or that's something that you had to deal with in 2019. That was like a big thing, was money issues. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in your favor though, guys. So that's abundance, luck. That's like your luck has turned around. You're going to start seeing more abundance, more, little money coming in here, like extras. You could be bringing in extra money now. Like, let's say you may have been like working to keep up. Now it's not so much having to keep up, but you're able to spend your money on the extras, like the food or the extra activities or the like football, whatever it was. So it's not so much like a burden on you anymore. You may have got a raise, so that's where the weight is lifted off of your shoulders, so you don't have to worry so much, you don't have to work so many hours, stuff like that. So let's move on to lessons learned from the past, which is perfect for my Goblins card. The Goblins card is a card for the goblins come and take a piece of you when you go through something traumatic. So let's say you got into a car accident and a parent died. Like the goblin took a piece of your soul, took a piece of your spirit the day that happened. And the goblins always show up usually when like the devil energy is around. They always seem to be lurking in the dark when darkness falls. So this your lessons learned for the year may have been lessons from the past, from childhood, from maybe your advice is actually it's taken very seriously, maybe because of things that have happened in the past, and you have really come to learn that what happened to you in the past didn't define you. It actually made you stronger, and you see that as like a life lesson. It was a life lesson for you. And some people are just like, how could this happen to me? How could this be my life lesson? But think of the people that you have been able to help and relate to because of your past situations, which could be like abuse. It could be failed attempts at creating a job. You could be a business owner from nothing, and you're able to show people that you can come from nothing and become something. So that was your lesson learned, that you understand you're not a victim, and you don't want to be a victim. You're going to take the lessons that you and the experiences that you had in the past, and you're going to move forward with that, with whatever you're doing now, or whoever you're helping now, or whoever comes in your future for help. You understand now that you can use that as a tool to help other people. So aspirations for the next 12 months. So this is 2020. What you aspire for is protecting treasure. This could go two ways. You're either protecting something, job, project, new business ideas, something like that. You're protecting that until you're ready to go, right? So you're protecting that until you're ready to go. Or you need to come out of your shell, like out of this whole I'm not sharing, I'm gonna be here day and night, rain or shine, like I'm protecting whatever this is. It could even be yourself. You're protecting yourself, you're being overprotective. So in the year 2020, I think that you are wanting to be a little more out there. You're wanting to gain a little more confidence, and actually build genuine relationships with people around you, because I think that you do build good relationships around you, and you're very easy to get along with. It's just the genuine relationships is what you want. You want, sorry about that, guys. Somebody called. Anyways, so like I was saying, you could just be, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Got off track. Oh, so wanting that relationship to form a much healthier bond, not even so much as healthier, just like a more genuine bond, you know what I mean? And so I know that you feel that you can't do that because it's almost like an antisocial factor. Like you may feel like you're antisocial, but you're not. And antisocial in the sense of like intimacy, and intimacy not meaning like, oh, getting like involved with somebody, just like the intimacy of letting people in, you know what I mean? The intimacy of letting people genuinely know about your life, know about you, know why you are the way that you are, because the people that you share that with are very small and very little. But I think that you don't trust from your past. You don't trust from your past. Those goblins, you know, always seem to follow you and haunt you with the past. So what is this goblin's energy? Feeling let down, feeling like you were abandoned. The abandonment in your past. What else can we get? Oh my God. The way you gain your strength is through blocking. That is how you protect yourself. You end up protecting yourself by blocking people out. Look at how she's like holding this fence up and like doesn't even want anybody to come near. I mean, they have a guard. There's somebody here too. So there's like, I feel like there's something in between, like the inside, you know what I mean? Like you have these exteriors and then you're blocking what's on the inside. So no one's getting in, right? Which is exactly what that is. So that's how you protect. So I'm not going to do these. I don't really go with it. And you're upside down anyway, so not feeling it. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and go to what empowers you in reading your aspirations. So in reaching your aspirations. So you may have been protecting yourself. Like you may have come into, there's two stories. You may have come into an addiction to where you hit rock bottom. This could be an addiction to people. This could be an addiction to dating, to alcohol, any sort of addiction, anything that interrupts your life. You getting to this point of having to let other people in, maybe letting people know a little bit more about your situation or about your past or about whatever it is because there was a rock bottom moment. There was a moment where there was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I can't something. And so you had to let somebody in on, or you have to let somebody in on what is going on with you internally or what's going on with you, your projects, whatever. And yeah, it's someone that you trust. Obviously, I'm not just going to tell you to just find somebody. Even if that was my advice for you, I know that you won't take it. So hitting the rock bottom was almost like an awakening for this person to kind of, okay, I'll let you peek. You know what I mean? I'll let you peek into what's happening. So let's see, what was this rock bottom? What was this rock bottom? We have the Queen of Wands. So someone had to like put their foot down and take control of the situation. They really had to become the leader in this situation. This could be you with somebody else. So if you're dealing with somebody else, they reached a rock bottom to where you were just like, I need help with this person. I need advice on how to communicate with this person. I need advice on how to go about whatever with this person. So you turned into the Queen of Wands to take control and acting on a sort of mental rather than heart, you know what I mean? Rather than sticking up for this person or like being heartfelt with them, now you're thinking with your head. You're not so much thinking with your heart. What else can you get for rock bottom? This is something toxic. What else can we get? What else can we get? I think that you will gain control over this though, because we have the Six of Swords moving into a calmer setting. You could be, that's what's empowering you. It gets better. But at the same time, I feel like it's almost as if you want to be left alone. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. So seeing some growth and potential, like, I think that you don't so much, you want this person to be independent. Like, you don't want to so much be a babysitter, you know what I mean, to this person. You don't want to, you see growth and potential in the friendship, in the relationship, in the family. But at the same time, you're just kind of like, I want to just be my own person. I don't want to have to worry about what you're doing. I don't want to have to worry about who you're around. I don't want to have to worry about, I want to be able to go to work and make money without having you call me all the time or having you message me like, where are you at? Or having to worry or go pick you up because you need food, you're home, you know what I mean? So that's what's motivating you, is that you see potential, you see that things can get better, but it's like at the same time you're just kind of like, oh my God, like really? Why am I the strength in all this? You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to hold it together? Why do I have to, it's always like you. And I feel like there's no, not that there's no help, but it's like this other person doesn't see it necessary, doesn't really like see how it affects you. So what is the standing in your way of reaching your aspirations? So what may stand in your way? What may stand in your way? We have the Field of Dreams. So in the Field of Dreams, what's gonna really bite you in the butt is doubt. doubting yourself. What's really going to nip you in the butt is doubting that you can. You need to live like you can already, like you are. You need to live like, it's like Jim Carrey did an interview, and he said that he wrote himself $1 million check when he first moved out to like California, wherever he was. He moved out there, made himself $1 million check, and was like, I'm gonna deposit this one day, and it's gonna be legit, it's gonna be good, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and I'm gonna buy me a car, and da da da. And he did. He lived like he knew. He lived like he was a millionaire already. You know, he attracted that energy. And so if you live like you want what you want to attract, you really will attract that, because the universe can sense that this is really what you want. You know what I mean? This is something that you're going to plot for. And if you don't get it, then it's not meant for you. You know what I mean? But the universe isn't going to like put it on a silver platter. You have to go for it. You have to live that lifestyle. You have to live like that person that you want to be. So what else can we get on the what's going to stand in your way? What will stand in your way? What's going to stand in your way? What will stand in your way? We have the Death card. Clarify that Death card. What's standing in your way? Being indecisive, so putting a death to indecisiveness, or beating a dead horse because you're so indecisive. That's what's going to bite you in the ass, is you're so indecisive because you don't know what you want. And it's not so much you don't know what you want, it's like it's not that you don't know what you want, it's just that you don't know if it's that great of an idea to put out there, if that makes sense. For number 6, we got 6, the Mountain. Your relationships and emotions in the coming year. So, this mountain, it is a hill to climb, right? You can either go up and around it, which is going to take strength, it's going to take time, it's going to take stamina, it's going to take a lot of devotion, right? You can go through it. That is creepy. You don't know what lies in the cave. Or there's a stream that you can lazy river ride all the way over. So decide. So you need to decide what you want to do. Are you going to go over it? Huh? Okay, I'll charge it. You can go over, up and over, which is a lot of strength, a lot of exercise, a lot of all of that stuff. Or you can go through it, don't know what's there, don't know what's on it, or you can go around it. Pick which level you want to go, but in relationships, and it's going to be work, and it's just the way how you handle it, how you want to approach it is what is going to be the kicker. Okay, so let's get some more information on this mountain. 6. It's like conflict, like 6 conflict. 6 card 6 and no, I'm lying. It is some conflict, but it's like like subsiding. It's moving into a calmer state. So I think that you just need to really pick your battles, man, in relationships and you know, decide if you just want to, or you don't have to even climb the mountain, you know, you can just turn your ass around and not even want to deal with it, right? So what else can we get for this mountain card? What else can we get for this mountain card? This is a challenge. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I think the challenge is really trying to meet your financial comfort and doing it in such a way that is more fitting for you, if that makes sense. Really using, like I said, using that knowledge from the past, using the goblins that haunt you as your money maker, you know what I mean? Using that to make money. And I think that it will be a challenge, you know, it's going to be a challenge. It could be a challenge with your loved ones because that may take time away from them. So could be something to think about. Alrighty, career, work, and finances. You have the magical map shifter. So this one is really shedding out what is good for you and what is not serving you any purpose. So really just coming to and almost cleaning house, really, and going intuitively on what you want, what you need, what you deserve. This little one has like elf ears, and like you can kind of see him peering and sneaking, like looking through, but I feel like you have it all to where you don't need to rely on other people. So let's get some more on that. So career-wise, it's both fulfilling and a freaking headache. It's going to be a fulfilling pain in the ass for work and finances. Why is it going to be a pain? What's the bad news? What's the bad news? Okay, so there's someone at work that's very in and out, very flighty, very like almost head up in the clouds kind of. They don't really know what's going on, yet they come in like they do, if that makes sense. They cast a lot of judgment, and I feel that it's gonna be hard for you because you know the potential that you have. So you're putting your whole self out there, right? This half-assed person that's like in and out, that doesn't really, they kind of come in like they know, and they really don't because they're not there. They cast judgment, and you're just kind of like, I don't need this, you know what I mean? So coming in as the map shifter, and also how you're approaching relationships, even work relationships, how you're approaching these relationships is going to be very important in your job, because like I said, you can go up and over and it can be a hell of a ride. You're going to get there, but it's going to be harder for you to get there. The chips are on your side, so why not go in a calmer way? You know, why have to fight? And you won't have to fight for your position, if that is a better way to put it. As long as you're being yourself, and as long as you're giving out this 3 of Wands energy, which is like you're sending out your babies, you know, you're sending out your product, your whole development, you're sending that out there, your mental teachings, whatever, putting that out there, And people will see that and they will appreciate that and they will have your back in coming to this. So don't worry about this little character that's like here and there, doesn't really know what's going on, but then have so much to say that casts judgment. Now we have magic prayer. Let's see. Health and well-being. Really get in touch with your spiritual self this year. Really, really, really get in touch with your spiritual self. Even if it's not so much your spiritual self, yourself. Get in touch with yourself, your body, and that's really listening to your body. If something is wrong, you know, write it down. Oh, I was feeling crampy today. Oh, and then write the date. And if you start feeling the same around the same time, or if you're feeling like, oh, this is how I felt when this happened, or when I took this, or you know what I mean? I took some vitamins and this is how it made me feel. I took this vitamin for a week and this is how it changed me. You know what I mean? So really experiment with your body and really just leave all your problems to the universe. Really, really just leave your problems to the universe because you can't change it anyways. All you can do is control yourself and control your actions, your emotions. That's all you can really do, and that's all you can really pray for other people. So let's go with spiritual energy and inner fulfillment. Metamorphosis. This is a really, really, really good card. So your spiritual energy and your inner fulfillment, you are going to see, like I said, with this spiritual growth, you are going to see something just change in you this year. You're going to transform. So this could be like physically transforming. You could be getting like a surgery. You could be losing weight. You could be getting lips, getting boobs, like getting fit at the gym. You know, you're working your traps, you're working like all this other stuff. You're really going to transform, and it starts inside. So you really need to transform within before you're transforming outside, because when you transform the outside, it looks pretty, right? It looks really nice, real shiny. But if you only knew this beat up car, this beat up spirit, I'm sorry about that, guys. So as I was saying, I really feel like you're going to be transforming into something better, because you don't, when you go look at a car, yeah, it looks nice on the outside. They can make anything look spiffy from the outside, but when it's on the inside, if you start fixing yourself on the outer layer prior to the inner, it's really disingenuous. That's where you get like the cockiness. That's where you get like the rude, just like, when you have those assholes that like get plastic surgery or like lose weight or something, and then they're even bigger assholes, and you're just like, wow, like you're a douche, but your focus for 2020 really is going to be following your intuition. Trust yourself, trust your ideas. Stop being so insecure about your ideas at work. Stop being so like, I feel that you have a lot of good ideas at work, and it's like you're not getting them out there because you don't feel that they're good enough. But you'd actually be surprised, even if it's a dumb idea, you'd be surprised how many brownie points you can get by just like showing your boss that you want to build a company. You want to build on the company, so you're throwing all these ideas out there, and you're like, yeah, let's do this because you're interested, and you're actually involved, and you care about the business. You care about the community, you care about the people that it surrounds, you care about everything. So when it comes to you bringing this in, you need to trust that your ideas are genuine and they're good. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to fill out like what you want, what you feel would be a better idea or a better way of going about things, a better way of doing things, something that would actually help. So your most important lesson for this coming year is we have the magic stream. Now the magic stream, it really focuses on like your energy. What you bring to the table is what everybody eats, if that makes sense. So if you are sick and you make food, you're coughing all over it, not washing your hands, you're just like tainting all this food, you serve it, other people have potential of getting sick, right? So the energy, the words that you say, the things that you do really, really, really focus this year on the trickle effect of the people around you. The most important lesson for you this year is knowing that you, and this is even in the lack of the confidence. If you have kids, this lack of self-confidence will fill their pool. I'm telling you. Your lack of self-confidence will spill over into those that you inspire, into those that look up to you, that you role model for. And last but not least, your overall, where are you headed for the next 12 months? Now for the next 12 months, we have the compass. Really just finding a better way of doing things comes to my mind as well with this card. Really just trying to, how would I put it? Not knowing exactly what's coming your way, but being prepared for it. You know what I mean? And you're just totally 100% being asked to really follow your intuition and really stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself, because what's gonna help you isn't the money, isn't the things, isn't the materialistic matter, isn't the makeup, isn't the nice truck, the nice lifted big truck, big tires, big rims, like whatever, the nice car. It's not that. You're not gonna learn your lesson this year, and it's gonna be rocky and shady, and because you want to go against the grain. You don't want to hit the lazy boy and go around. You want to tread through it. You want to whatever, because it's faster or because it's more enticing to you. I don't know. But you really need to come out of this shyness and out of this insecurity and really just get in there and get it, because the money and the materialistic things, that's not what's important. It's not your looks. It's not, it's all about the quality time that you are spending with the people that you love. And it's the quality of life that you want to live. So if you are looking at your life and you're just thinking, yeah, I think I'm in a good place. There's not really anything major that I could change about myself. Of course, you could always upgrade and do well and be a good person and whatnot. But at the same time, it is what it is. And is there something, if anything, in our life that we could change for the better? Major changes, this is major changes. And if your life's great, these usually don't apply. But I try to make these more open than just like, yes, he's gonna come love you, or yes, she's coming back in your life, or oh, your love is like right around the corner. You know what I mean? I just like to dig a little bit more into people's lives than just, oh, the love of your life is on his way. So this is just more of an overview. I really feel that you need to stop being so protective over your feelings, over letting people in. due to the past things that that the goblins took from you. I'm surprised the bone collector didn't come out, because she's usually the one that gives it back to you, but that may be for 2021. Or that could just be in a later date. So Aries, that is your reading 2020. 2019 New Year spread. So I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.